If the internet were around during World War II, there would have been lots of memes about how Hitler did not kill himself. Think about it. All he would have had to have done is shave off his little mustache, tousle up his hair, change his clothes, and then he'd walk right out of that bunker. Who knows? He could be alive right now, hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein on his new pedophile island, because you know there is one. He would be very old, but that doesn't mean it can't be true. And if you're thinking, Tony, that's impossible. Hitler was a war criminal. There's no way that anyone would have ever let that happen. Really, I hate to tell you this, but Hitler was a hired hitman. He was actually funded, supported, propagated by the global elite and heads of industry and politicians from all over the world. Not to mention royalty. If you remember, Germany was ravaged after World War I. So how did Hitler get all the money for his Nazi party? He got it from other people. He needed the money to fight the war. Without the investment, World War II wouldn't have been possible. But the sad thing is that the US government and industries created a massive business from it. The Nazi trucks were Ford trucks. AT&T provided their sophisticated communication. I don't have to tell you that it was the US military that provided the weapons and the gas. IBM's technology helped catalog the people. And the worst part of all is that they used the concentration camps as slave labor. Because you see, businessmen will fund both sides of a war in order to make the most amount of profit. Isn't it a little nutso that the United States gets credit for ending the war when all they had to do was to stop their corporate financial support? So if World War II was a sham, what does that say about all the other wars that we've been fighting since then? This is why I always had a hard time in history class. It's because I had this feeling deep in my gut that what we were learning was propaganda. But to learn the actual truth of what went on is way too painful for the human heart to contain. It's so much. I understand that no one wants to think about things in this way, but if we're gonna move on in the world, we have to be truthful about what we've done in the past. And we have a lot of work to do.